So friends, here's power saws are designed without a half wrap. Power saws are designed to cut a tree on this side of the tree, right? On a pulling chain. So, right? Which is what I would like to do. But I got a target behind me, a big target. So if it's the end of the day, I'm pooped and I'm on my knees and I'm like, oh, it's almost going, and I go tickle, 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 and I cut my far side off, it's going over my shoulder. So in residential tree work, I fall where I can see my targets. It happens to be the high side of the tree as well. This is the low side. The tree's leaning out here, friends. It's leaning up there into the septic. I'm gonna swing it over here. Similar to what we just done with that last one there. And I'm not gonna make no low stump. I'm gonna be nice and comfortable. Look at that.
Good morning, everybody. Good to see you back. It's -7 this morning. It's cold. We still got, well, snow is not leaving the trees, but it's a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'm grateful to be alive. I turned around after kicking that one over that we did yesterday and just turned around. We bucked a little bit of it and that's elm. And the reason I know it's elm is because I've got an app on my phone, friends. It's called Picture This. And there happened to be some seed pods and dried up leaves still on the elm tree. You know, they're shaped, right? They're like a serrated, you know the ones. It's an elm. And it speaks to elm because it did not split very easily at all compared to what we're doing here now. So this one we're cutting down, I believe is, I'm not actually positive. I think it's either oak or hickory again. I'm not sure. But it did not split hard. It was cold, so that had something to do with it. But this is just a Humboldt man in conventional territory. I'm talking about the undercut in bore cut world. Working the West Coast system. Enjoy.
It won't even hit the freaking tree. How are you supposed to do this? You're supposed to go like this, aren't you? Yeah, no thanks. right now. I'm actually not using dogs, I'm using my legs.
So friends, I could easily flip the bar over and go back bar, but it's just so hard. It just pushes you away from the tree, and it's just not worth it at all, actually. I don't have my saws, and we're just making do. But I will still stick to my program because it's much easier on a pulling chain. Physically, much easier.
Well, that worked out pretty good. You okay with that?
So friends, I took a bit of a chance cutting that low stump down at the beginning of this tree here. Did you see me cutting that crotch? I think I picked a little something up in there, a little bit of dust, but we're making do.
That's a nice shot, Decal.
Look at this, friends. So my home has southern exposure, and the sun in the winter, as we all know, is lower. I'm squinting right now. Friends, it's beautiful right now. The sun is starting to melt off the snow from the tree boughs, and I'm looking out my window. Here's my view out my window, right? There's that, look at it. It's all starting to fall off the trees because the sun is melting. Winter wonderland. Look at the beautiful crystals out there. The guy that chops the wood on the fence is a little buried right now. Again, here, let's get so I can see my eyes. I hope you enjoyed that. It's I have a certain way I cut, and it's because of geography, nothing more than geography. I like to do what the tree tells me to do. If I need to bore cut something, I bore cut it. I remember the first time I got into bore cutting here was on a claim where there was arbutus and alder all mixed in the timber, all bent over like this. Madrone is arbutus. And it's a hard wood, hot, burning, thin, scaly bark tree. The bore cuts come in handy on loaded items, loaded trees, like bent over, stuff that you have to dissect. So, but other than that, friends, straight up and down trees, I know it's the system over there, the bore cut system, and it is a very safe way. It's a little more demanding physically and on the saw, quite a bit actually, to get to the process of building a hinge. But what it allows you to do is build a hinge, set it up, and pop the backstrap. It's a great system. It is, friends. It's just not something that is utilized here very often.
Okay, watch. Boom. Did you just see that?
So I don't know if this will help anybody, but
It's a brand new chain. Brand new. And I'm just gonna run with stock configuration, which means the file is at about a 10-degree angle. And all I wanna do is clean up Clean up that raggedness. I don't want to get all crazy with it. And then this one, I'm just gonna ride with the factory kind of angle, friends. I'm not gonna take it to a whole new level yet because it's first filing and all it is ragged. So I'm just climbing under that top plate with a 7/30 seconds and I'm just rolling with the factory grind. Does that make sense? I'm just kind of on an angle, 10 degrees or so, what they like to see or whatever. You'll see it because you'll notice your file. You'll notice when their grind turns fresh. That's when you know you're on course. And you'll hear the file roll through there nice and smooth. So that's all I'm doing, bringing her back.
All right, friends, this is the next tree. It's kind of got well, it's leaning at the house. The house is right there. It's leaning at the house, but it's strong enough to just... It's our mind that takes us places, friends. Not, it's the what ifs. Just trust the process. You've cut enough trees down in your time now. Create a hinge. Let it work for you. Bring it in even. Anyway, that's the tree behind us that we just cut down, and we're taking this other one down now. And we're going to start throwing the axe away and processing this from a good buddy, Decal.
Friends, a little 461 action. We just filed it up, hand file. It's an elm. We're bucking some elm here.
Friends, can we all agree on that we are not all the same, and we do not all come from the same place geographically? In our lives in general, we've been all taught different things by different mentors, by different systems. We have all not been smashed up. We all have different physicalities. Some people have a really strong back and they would rather run a short bar bent over all day, where there's some of us that they just physically can't do that. They can't do it. They might be able to do it for 30 seconds or something, but I go off here and I'm going to leave it in. Do with it what you will.
Okay, I'm going to say it again. I've been on this internet now for a long, long time, and I'm getting around the world a bit more now and experiencing some more woods, different woods and that. This is elm, it's hard maple stuff, it's oak, all the stuff that everybody talks about on the try some hardwood, try this, try that. Well, each time I come down here, I'm learning so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can bend over all day. You can bend over all day and never learn what it's like to understand when a power saw's tip of it is not in the dirt, but over the log, pulling you into wood. Or you can ram the dogs in and look like a dog at a football for the rest of your life. I don't suggest it.
Friends, there's a few things I'm pretty passionate about in life. This is one of them. So I may seem a little exuberant here.
What's the difference?
That's because I am.
Is this what you do? Is this what you do? So I'm just saying, this is just a stock saw, friends. It's a stock 461. It's not my, oh, there's a Danny Barthol boy. That's all it is, a stock 461 with a 32-inch full house chain on it. Elm, cutting elm. You can bend over all day if you like. I'm not into it.
Just having a real nice time with my friends. Me and Decal were up to about 2 o'clock last night, having a BS. We get my mittens there, they'll be dry now. And we're gonna go back out and get some files and get a couple more things and get some firewood bucked up. I love you all. Thanks for following along. It's been a very, this is almost like a complete full circle for me to be back here. This is where Buck and Stock was. The first Buck and Stock was here. And it's cold. We were here when it was humid and muggy and sweaty, and I met a lot of really, really cool people that time. It was so cool. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello and thank you. Here's the front yard. We tipped a couple over yesterday out there. They were dead. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. I'll catch you on the next one. We're gonna go cutting. Look at that. Well, yeah, I know. Buck and Stock 25 is alive. I'm excited. Very excited. I saw that a dear friend of mine named Wayne, and Wango Wayne, I call him. He showed up to the Buck and Stock 1 with a freaking McCulloch 1010. His boy had a 1010 that ripped, and there was an 81. We tuned his Super Pro 81. Remember, Wayne? Oh yeah, it was a blast. Anyway, friends, I'm getting excited. In 4 months, in June 20th and 21st, we're gonna have a Buck and Stock. And I'm excited to see you there. On the events page at buckandbillyray.com, you'll email Christine at buckandbillyray.com, and she will help you, guide you into a place if you'd like. Limited space. There's probably about 200 available spaces just because of the size of the land. We're excited to see you there. Thank you for watching. It's cold. I'm going to go load up my wood and get my wood in for the evening while my wife sits and watches TV because she has the sniffles today. And she actually, believe it or not, loves getting the firewood, and she usually beats me to it. Like from the shed to the home, she enjoys it. She comes outside and chops little pieces, and I've got her a couple special axes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you something before we end this video. I built my wife. She was overstriking, and she said to me one day, honey, well, I'll be honest. I looked at the axe and I went, ooh, honey, it was too long for her. I think it was about 30 inches. So I built her 2 axes, one for over there, which, right? So she doesn't, and one for here. And she's got chopping blocks, and she freaking loves swinging axes, my wife does. Okay? Here is, and I'm thinking, friends, again, I don't know why I'm talking about doing this, but I'm probably a sucker for punishment because I'm thinking about designing another axe. It is going to be the most simplest axe, but I'm not sure if I'll go with a blacksmith again or if I'll go one of these companies that can actually stamp axes out so that we can get them to everyone. I'll design the handle, and I'll design the head, and I'll just give it to a company that makes axes, a big company. Somebody like Council or Garant, you know, that Canadian company, Garant. I don't really care who builds it. We're all freaking together in this world, and we all need to make a living. So I just want to get good tools in people's hands. And this right, did you see that? Sneddon's is a good company in Australia. Go see Sneddon's for your little this guy thing, okay? So you see this here? It's a worn down Tassie. I've been building these worn down Tassies for many years. And the reason I do that is because as a Tassie gets worn down, it gets fatter. And you make it sharp, and it becomes the most glorious little wood splitting, wood buddy, humble axe you'd ever want to have in your mittens. So what is buck and stock, you say? Buck and stock. Come to Buck and Stock. It'll be fun. Really fun. Bring your kids. I'm excited. Over and out, friends. Work hard, be honest, be kind. And I'll see you on the next video.